You ready?
Yeah.
And welcome to SMSFTW, your favorite fucking podcast for a reason. Because this is the only place, well, not the only place, I guess you got some honesty other places. But this is one place that you got some raw fucking honesty. And today I am so fucking honored to have the Dan Mcgraffin on my show. Now, Dan is... Sorry, yeah, what's hi? You alright?
Yeah, man.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to give you a little bio right now. So Dan is... I met Dan in the most bizarre kind of ways. We're both part of the fighting community, and we met through Joe Rogan. I know that sounds like we met through Joe Rogan, but we didn't actually meet through him. We met through his social media. But Dan is I call you a professional fighter. Do you get paid?
Yeah, you get paid, yeah.
So yeah, you're a pro fighter.
Yeah.
Because if you weren't getting paid, that's amateur, right?
Right.
Okay, so you get paid. So pro fighter, but your passion is music, yeah?
100%, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my passion is still fighting. That keeps me sane.
But can you stay sane by training, or do you have to fight to stay sane?
I think it's the love of the competition.
The competition, I got that, for sure. For sure. Okay, and so also, and then how you make your money is by the sex industry.
Yeah.
Right.
The sex industry.
So when did you start? Let's start with your passion, music. When did you get into, when did you know you wanted to get into music?
Do you know what? Really late, as you'd think. I've obviously always loved music, but just didn't have the any idea of how it was done. Didn't play any instruments, didn't do anything. I was just a fan of the rave music.
Okay.
Let's put it. And then it weren't until I was maybe 20, got out of the army about 23.
Mm-hmm.
So it was on about 24. I sort of bypassed my drug stage of life because I joined the army at 16.
How do you join the army at 16?
You can in England.
Really?
You can apply at 15 and a half.
15?
Yeah.
That's fucking mental. Who's a...
Yeah, they won't give you a job at McDonald's, but they'll give you a rifle.
That's crazy. Is that not fucking mental?
It's crazy, yeah. It is mental.
And in the States, you can't drink till you're 21, but you could join the army at 15 in England. That's crazy. I tried to join the army in Canada at 18, and they told me my math wasn't good enough.
Really?
It's like, I have to be really good at math to join the army? Really?
When I joined, it was 2004, so there was a huge recruitment drive, obviously.
Right, because the war.
Afghanistan
right.
started in 2001.
And Canada refused to go to that war, so they weren't taking anything.
Huge recruitment drive. So I knew what I was going to do. I knew I was joining the army at sort of school. My last few years of school were because we leave school at 16, where it was the States and that, and carry on, don't they? Carry on to I don't know, how old are you when you leave school in America?
No idea. I quit
something?
school when I was 16 and I went back, and then I think 18 probably, somewhere around there.
Yeah. And then, I got out of the army when I was 23, and then found drugs. So I missed it when I should have been taking them at my young age, and then had a couple of years, but in that sort of got back into raving as I would, and then I met a few DJs. I remember just standing there one day I want to be on that stage, I don't want to be on this side of the barrier, I want to be up there. And then I ended up becoming mates with quite a high profile DJ called Joy Riot. And
how old were you at this point?
24.
So before this, you didn't know you were into music?
I knew I was into it. You get that.
But producing, I mean, you didn't know you wanted to be a producer, get
clue.
into music.
No,
okay.
Not a clue.
And what kind of music were you into at this point?
It's hardcore.
Hardcore rave shit?
UK hardcore.
Like happy hardcore, not really?
That's what you call it.
Yeah, happy hardcore.
Yeah.
You could listen to that stuff without drugs?
Yeah.
It's really hard.
See, I started to listen to that when in Newcastle, where I was from. There was a big rave scene, and it was sort of like from the age of 12 onwards. That was it. That's all I listened to. So even when I joined the army, I still listened to it, constant listen to it.
Okay.
And I still got that fucking buzz, that just listening to it.
Just listening to it.
And then when I start going to the raves,
that's different. Then you feel it.
Then you see the atmosphere.
And
like,
it fucking gets in your body. You know?
So wanting to be a DJ, I realised quickly, as of starting to try and be a DJ, like, you ain't gonna get very far unless you're producing your own music.
Yeah, of course. Or else you're just pressing play, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And then you're playing other people's music.
Yeah,
why do they want to book you?
No,
when they
anybody,
the guys who made it,
or put a playlist.
Yeah.
Anybody can make a playlist.
Yeah.
You know, so producing is the most important part, obviously, if you want to be a DJ. So, hold on, let me just say, this dude actually sold a bunch of fucking records.
Yeah.
Which, respect, man, because that's not easy to do. Like, I've been a musician my whole life. I've never sold shit of my music.
Still online now. You can buy the album online now. Still at
where can you buy it?
minimammoth.co.uk.
And Mini
Mammoth.
So MINIM.
And then I think it's a dash. Maybe not a dash, but minimammoth.co.uk.
And it's under what name?
Geordie.
Like
your jaw.
Oh, Geordie.
Yeah.
Okay, the fucking accent.
So
the Geordie. Okay.
Being from Newcastle,
Geordie.
they call me a Geordie, but it's spelled differently, and then I just
that's cool.
the name a bit.
That's cool.
Geordie.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, when did you produce your first song?
When I got in with the guy who lived in, like, I realised he lived in my area. I was just a massive fan. And then when I got speaking to him at a
How did you contact him?
I think I went with like a photo or something of him at a rave or something like that, and then I found out that he's Scottish, but he lived in the town I lived in at the time. So I was like, fucking hell, whereabouts? And then like reached out to him on Facebook and realised he'd done like studio days. Like getting with him and stuff like that.
Okay.
So and then I got in with him and just watched him work, and I was like, wow, I was like, this is it now. And then I just become obsessed. Like everything else I do, I get obsessed and I want to get to the top of it somehow. Are
you a perfectionist?
Kind of, yeah, if you want to put it like that. But then sometimes I can just find something else and go, right, I'm going to do this now.
And then get into... Yeah. You're like Rogan, bro. You like have too many things and you're super passionate about them and you have no time for anything else.
No.
But which is good because it keeps you fucking sane, bro. Yeah. You know, if like...
It can blow your mind sometimes, though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But it's better to be tired than to be fucking stir crazy with nothing to do, no?
100%, yeah.
Mentally, I mean, like emotionally too. Like when I have no projects going on, I want to fucking kill myself. You know, like, by the way, this is something that you didn't know that I didn't want to tell you till the podcast, but you are one of two people that saved my life.
Go on.
When I was 18, I lost my brother in a house fire.
Right.
He burned to death in my house. Like, I listened to him burn to death. And since then, like, I've been dealing with sick shit in my head, like mental illness shit, whatever. Like, I've never been the same since then, you know. And I've done so much shit in my life, and I've accomplished so much shit, and I just feel like no matter what I accomplish, I still feel empty. Like, even when I set a goal and I reach it, like, I set a goal to be a published writer, and I reached it. And it was like, I felt like it was cool. Like, yeah, high five myself, which is basically just a clap, right? I just basically clapped. and so, I was planning on killing myself because Crohn's disease is fucking with me. I'm always in pain, and I deal with some kind of, like, creative people, bro, have serious mental fucking illness, and that's what makes them creative, you know. So I've always taken my mental illness and turned it into creativity, and that's always worked for me in everything that I've done, in music, in photography, in videography. Everything I do, I try and channel that mental illness into creativity, right? Now, I just got diagnosed with Crohn's like 6 months ago, Like, I never knew I had it,
Right.
right? And when I found out I had it, it was fucked up because I was always in pain. I didn't know why. And to deal with mental illness and physical illness at the same time, it's fucking difficult, man. Because mental illness, I can fight it. I can do it. I've been doing it my whole life. I can fight that shit. But add physical pain on top of that all the time, and everything you eat makes you feel sick, and you're always feeling sick. You're never feeling good. Like, food was a passion of mine, and now I can't really I just eat only to stay alive, you know? So I was in the hospital, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what, like, everything I do, like, I don't do what I do for money, I do what I do for passion, you know? I don't give a fuck. In the end, I could have made way more money if I would have done my shit smarter, if I would have marketed myself better, but because I didn't care about the money, I cared about the art. I was always like, yo, I'll work. I don't care. You don't have to pay me. I just want to do the work. You know, I just want the experience. I want to do the project, whatever. So I never cared about accumulating money. You know, that never meant shit to me. Money was just, I didn't want to be part of that, like, slavery system money. You know how it is, the financial system and that whole thing of everybody, their main focus is just money, and trying to get money. I wanted experience. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to travel the world. I wanted to experience. I wanted to take pictures, video, all that shit. And I pretty much did it all at this point. You know, I've done it all. So when you contacted me, I was very, very sick. I had been very sick for 2 months, and I went down to, in kilos, what, like 40 kilos? No, that's not, no. Like 50 kilos would be like 100 pounds, I guess. It's double.
Yeah,
so
2.2.
So I was about 100 pounds, and I was literally dying. And I was like, I'm not gonna just wait around and suffer. Like, I've done everything I wanted to do, kinda, you know? And then I received this text message from you, like, yo, bro, like, I fucking want to start my own production company, and, like, you're the fucking first person I thought of to be in the creative side of it, you know? And I was like, break into porn? Really? Well, hold on. So I'm thinking of committing my suicide when I want to break, like, I've just got a phone call from a porn star, which nobody ever gets, by the way. For a phone call or a text from a porn star, like, hey, you want to be in porn? You know, usually you have to do it the way you did it, the hard way, and build you, whatever, you know? So I was sitting in that room, and I was like, I'm done. And then you texted me, and I was like, the universe doesn't want me to kill myself right now, because this dude, like, I want to work with this fucking dude. Like, I want to do something with this dude. So really, the only reason I'm alive today is because of you right now. I was done. And I just want to, I don't know if I want to thank you or punch you in the face. We'll find out later, you know? So this is just like the journey to find out whether I'm going to be really angry at him for saving my life or really, really happy, you know? Oh, wow. So I just wanted you to know that that's the headspace I was in. I quit the magazine with whatever, and I don't want to even really get into that. Kaylee wanted us. I want to punch her in the face or in the cunt, whatever. Cunt. She fucked my shit up in a big way, but I don't want to make that public right now. Anyway, so you go into the army at what age?
16.
You're in the army at 16. Yeah. So training at 16. How long were you in training for?
It's like a year.
A year?
It's sort of like military college, as you'd call it. So if I joined a bit later, it would have been a bit shorter. But because I joined,
what do you mean shorter? Like, you would have, like, if I joined, training would have been shorter?
Yeah, if I joined at like maybe 18 or 19.
Right.
Training would have been shorter, but because you're
young,
and it's right. Like
so they want to let you grow up.
So it's like, it took like a year for basic training, and then you go after your phase 2 training, which depending on what unit you're going in.
Yo, I'm really paranoid we're in slow-mo right now, like from before. I don't know why, I'm really paranoid. I have to check. People, this might get edited a little because I just want to make sure we're not in fucking slow-mo right now. How can I tell? I don't think I can. Maybe if I move it like that. No, I think we're good. Sorry, bro. It's just, if we do this is ending up being a really good podcast. If we do this and this whole thing is in slow-mo, I'm gonna be really fucking angry. Can I see you? Yeah, alright. So, what was that like, joining the army?
Well, at the time it was just, I don't know how to explain that. It's just, it was always in my head that that's what I was doing.
You wanted to get into the army from a young age? How come?
So, my mum remarried when I was young.
How young?
Like 4.
Six. I met my stepdad when I was 3.
Yes, around about the same year, 3, 4, and he was in the army.
Okay.
So we moved to Germany when I was like 8.
Oh shit.
And I was sort of in the army lifestyle
Like
regardless.
on a base? Were you living on a base?
Yeah. And that went on for years. And then we moved to Newcastle, and then I just knew that's what I was going to do. It was just always in my head.
Okay.
I'm going to join the army. So that's why I wasn't really bothered with school or anything, because I just knew I was going in the army.
Okay.
And once I got in the army, after a couple of years, I was like, fuck this. This is shit.
What was shit about it?
Just that you're not in control of anything.
No, you're a pawn.
You're not.
You're a pawn for the government.
You're not a citizen anymore. You the army own you.
Yeah. You're a pawn for the government for their illegal wars, basically, for their shitty wars. But you can't know that at 18. You knew that you felt that at 18.
No. So like once you got to, you've got to do a minimum of 4 years. So I've done the 4 years and I carried on. I'd signed on to do another 4.
Did you tour anywhere?
We've done a couple.
Where?
Iraq and Afghanistan.
You were in Iraq?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but nothing. We handed over to the Iraqi National Army. So we were like one of the last units in the British Army.
So you weren't in when the shit...
Not in Iraq, no. But
you were still living in the green zone and all that shit?
Yeah, but there was nothing. I didn't even find my rifle.
Really?
Like 6 months, didn't find my rifle.
That's good though, right?
Yeah. At the end...
Is that frustrating or is that good?
It was good because, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know what I was expecting on that one, but I knew it was calming down. This was calming right down, and Afghan was kicking right off. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So I knew there was nothing.
So you went to Iraq before Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when I was like 21, we went to we were 21, went to Afghan. So I spent my 18th birthday in Iraq, and I spent my 21st birthday in Afghanistan.
18th birthday in Iraq. What was that like?
Boring.
Boring?
There's fuck all going on there. A couple of patrols here and there. It was nothing. It was over.
Not many people could say that though. That they spent their 18th birthday in a war.
And my 21st.
In a war zone. Like that's pretty badass. You know that, right? It's pretty fucking badass. So, what's Iraq like?
Boring. There was nothing.
You just sit around and... Can you drink?
No.
Are you allowed to drink?
No.
Drugs? Are there drugs in the army?
No, there was fucking shitloads of heroin in Afghanistan, right, bro?
That's where I need to be, bro.
But no.
But hold on, are there soldiers getting high on heroin?
No, maybe, I don't know.
But maybe secretly, like...
I know a lot of people who were trying to get hold of shit and bring it back.
Yeah, of course, that's millions and billions of dollars.
Getting caught doing that sort of shit, man, it's not worth that, was it?
Because I was in the industry, in the drug trafficking industry for a while, and everybody that supposedly, like everybody that I knew that got into trafficking heroin in a big way, something very evil happened to them. Like they lost their kid, drowned, or like their wife died in a car accident. Like there were 4 specific dudes that got into the heroin trade in a big way, and all 4 dudes, something horrible happened to them in their lives. So I don't know if that's coincidence or what, but there's in that world, the heroin thing is like the one that nobody really wants to touch.
No.
Like no one really. Like coke, whatever, because it's a party drug and politicians do it and it's kind of socially acceptable.
Even crack, everyone does fucking crack.
Crack feels real good, man. You ever smoke crack?
No, I don't.
You've never tried?
No.
Fuck.
So like I say, I didn't get out of the army till I was 24, so I didn't touch drugs throughout my army career whatsoever.
Would they give you steroids and stuff like that? Like, they don't even want you to be like fucking mental crazy.
Tested constantly. We were drug tested all the time.
Okay.
All the time.
But I know the American military gives their soldiers like steroids, like they juice their steroids.
No, we don't.
They juice their drug tests. Like, so are you piss tested or blood tested?
Piss tested.
Piss tested.
Piss tested quite regularly as well.
And do they watch you piss or no?
Watch your piss.
They watch your piss.
Take you in, watch your piss. That could be all the time. If you get caught, boom.
What happens?
Gone.
But what do you get?
A couple of days, you'll be gone.
But do you have to go to like the Hague or whatever? What they call it?
They'll kick you out just instantly, dismissal.
So dishonorable discharge, and then you're fucked.
Yeah.
And
It's the quickest way to get out of the army.
So it's like actually a really good way to get the fuck out
of it. You
of
want to get out, yeah, but then it's going to be on your record that you got kicked out for drugs.
Is that bad though? If you don't give a fuck?
Depends if you want to use the army as like
a reference.
Yeah, reference.
But what would you use the army as a reference for?
I don't know. Like I got a lot of HGV lorry licenses while I was in the army. So
what kind of licenses?
Heavy goods license, like
what's that?
Big lorries, big trucks.
Oh, okay.
Trucks, yeah.
Cool.
So I got like them licenses. So if you were to come out to get a job, stuff like that, and you got it in the army, the army's a reference.
Sure, that's good to have then.
But,
so you have a good reference?
Well, no, I was kicked out of the army.
For what?
I went AWOL.
Really?
So after I'd done the 4 years and I signed.
So wait, they're not gonna try and come in my hotel room and find you? No, I'm just fucking. AWOL. Interesting. How'd you leave?
I just was sick of it, mate. Sick of it. Just getting tracked like shit all the time, and I was based in Germany at the time. I just come home for I think we had some leave, and I just decided. Well, no, what happened actually? I had a car crash, right, and the car was not legally supposed to be on the road at all, and I crashed it, and then, well, basically got arrested, and then my regiment.
Were you drunk?
Yeah, and my regiment found out, and I just thought I used the crash as a way to get like an extra couple of weeks off leave.
Okay.
And then I just decided I'm not going back.
And what are the consequences of that? Just
jail.
Jail?
Yeah.
Did you go to jail?
Yeah, to army jail.
Army jail? What's that like?
It's not too bad.
It's chilling, right?
People have said that it was fucking horrible and blah blah blah, but it depends if you're staying in the army. Now, if you'd done an offence in the army and you went to jail and you were still staying in the army, then you go to like the A wing and you have to do all sorts of shit. You've got to abide by all the rules because you want to keep your job.
You want to keep your job, right.
But if you're getting discharged and you go to the D wing, no one gives a fuck because you're leaving the army anyway, so they don't really.
So you're kind of like, you want me to sweep fuck off kind of thing?
Yeah, so you can if you want. So you get sentenced. I got 8 months, but then they give you like an earlier release date. Now, if you stick by the rules and you do as you say and
good
you're
behavior,
good, you can get out a little bit earlier. So obviously people are going to do that.
How is the food?
It's alright.
It's alright?
Yeah.
So like, it wasn't that bad?
No.
So it was worth it to get the fuck out then? Do you regret it?
No, not really, no.
No?
No.
What was Afghanistan like?
Scary.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Scarier than Iraq, let's say?
100%, yeah, from the get-go.
Why?
From the second we landed, we were under conflict instantly.
No, really?
Yeah, straight away.
Fuck.
So I'm telling this kid, he was about 19, and this was his first tour, and I'm like, mate, I've done Iraq, and there was nothing happening, so I'm like,
don't worry about
it. There's fucking nothing. As soon as we get there,
your beaches of Normandy, fucking holy shit.
I was in the artillery, so we weren't like front line. We still had to do patrols, like everyone still has to do patrols, but we weren't as much. We were a bit.
What part of Afghanistan were you in?
A place called Nadali.
Is that near Helmand province or no?
I think it's in.
It's in Helmand, right?
Yeah.
That's
Nadali or Nadali.
Is that near like the Tora Bora, Pakistan?
Fuck knows, mate.
Okay, like fuck. That's a rough.
Mate, it's just all sand to me.
So you've heard of Chai Boys? That shit's real.
What?
Chai Boys, whatever they call them. The Taliban dudes keep little boys chained up to their rooms so they could fuck them. Like tons of pedophile shit going on there.
No, I'm
like,
not surprised at that.
No, but you've never heard.
No,
you never heard anything about that.
No.
I read a piece by a journalist that said like all the high military dudes like chain little boys to their beds. They're called shy boys, and they have to like dress like girls sometimes and dance around and do weird shit. Like, so what's Afghan culture like? Is it real fucked over there?
Yeah,
Like,
so like you'd see the locals and stuff, and some of them you could always tell when there was Taliban in the area because they wouldn't speak to you.
okay.
They would not speak to you.
And it's hard to tell when you can't. Everybody looks the same, right?
They're all farmers, and the farmers carry weapons.
Everybody's carrying an AK.
Yeah,
okay.
because the farmers might have a poppy field,
right?
So they're protecting that poppy field,
right.
And we don't know if that's a fucking farm or not. And with England's British stupid rule of you can't shoot until you've been shot at, so there could be a guy standing on a rooftop with an AK.
But you can't, like, as a sniper, you can't take out a sniper unless he shoots first?
There probably wouldn't be a sniper, but there could just be someone standing there, or could be a group of them standing there, and then, like, somebody at the front will get shot, ping, they're down, and then we'd go boom. But then they just run downstairs, and they just grab a fucking shovel.
And then they're a regular civilian again?
Yeah, so it's fucked.
That's why guerrilla warfare is fucking scary, man, because you don't know who the enemy is. No. So, that's crazy shit, man. How much adrenaline, like...
It's crazy, like, yeah. It's fucked.
Yeah?
Can't really explain it. Like,
I'm so jealous that you got to live that, man. That's something not jealous, more envious, because I wanted, like, I tried to get in the army, like I said. I was trained from 16 to 18 by Rangers in Georgia and Idaho, like Marines and Rangers, because I went to a military type school. And that's when I knew, like, I wanted to this is gonna sound fucking horrible, but like I wanted to kill people. Yeah. You know, like I thought like I could do that, and if it's the bad guy, you know, and I'm not gonna get into trouble, then like I was stupid. I was 18, right? Like I thought it was cool. Like go to war, you get to fucking, you know, fucking. But I know it ruins who you. It must ruin who you are.
It does fuck some people up, but luckily I'm not one of them guys.
It didn't fuck you up?
No. Do I look at me doing the porn now? A lot of people say that, how the fuck can you do that? And I'm like, mate, I've fucking seen shit. Like.
But do you think you could do porn? Do you think you could do the gay porn because of what you went through?
I think so, yeah. When people don't understand it, I'm like, mate, you don't understand what I've been through in my life. So, like, I've seen shit like, this is fucking easy.
Would you talk about the shit you've seen, or you don't like going back?
Things like people being blown up and...
Like body parts everywhere and blood.
Yeah,
and
just like...
Have you seen like the acid attacks in the face and all that shit on women and how they throw acid in girls' faces and shit like that?
What, out there?
Yeah.
No, see, when we're in the... So let's say we hit an area, we get told Taliban are taking over some sort of area, so we go into that area. They're gonna just blend in, and we always, like I said that before, we always know when there's somebody about because the locals won't talk to you. Like, and there's like another one, like...
So, hold on. So, if the locals won't talk to you, and that means you know that...
Because they're going to get...
Right, they'll get fucked. Now, does that mean you have to be on more high alert if they won't talk to you because you know there's enemies around?
There's sort of elder people around, like the elder locals who, like, they didn't...
The tribal elders.
They didn't like the Taliban. They don't like what the Taliban were doing. They liked us being there, some of them, do you know what I mean? We'd be feeding the kids with, like, our rations and stuff like that. Okay. So we could always...
They saw you were helping.
Yeah, they saw... Some of them did, and some of them just... I mean, some of them get brainwashed, don't they?
Of course.
And then there was some kids, for example, and, like, they'd have a football, and the football would be in the path, and they'd be, like, asking for you to pass the football, but it's a fucking bomb.
No.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like obviously I've never seen anything like that, but we get told like briefings when you get there. Kids ask you to pass the football or anything like that. Don't just fucking concentrate on what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Because there's IEDs everywhere. And have you lost like? Yeah, there was loads
close
of
people.
Not close, but people who are sort of new.
Like, but not like in your regiment
So the artillery is obviously divided into like...
You were infantry or...?
No, artillery.
Artillery, okay.
So it was divided into like 30 odd different regiments.
And what does artillery do for people that don't know?
Big tanks.
Okay. Did you drive tanks?
I never drove one, no.
Were you gunner? Or?
I was always like number 4. Never really got ranked to me. I was
okay.
I was always in trouble in the army, so...
For what? What would you get in trouble for?
Fighting or fucking...
Fighting with your...
Other soldiers. And
Really?
stuff, yeah.
Like, Americans at least?
No.
No, you probably got along with the Americans.
The Americans are stupid out there. Like,
are they? Are they cowboys?
They're fucking... If you're ever going to get blue on blue, it's always the fucking Americans.
Blue on blue, that's army term that I have.
Like friendly fire.
Friendly fire,
Yeah.
right.
Like, it'd always be them fucking attacking us, and we're like...
Are you serious?
Jesus Christ, man, it's fucking not. You fucking idiots.
That's fucking hilarious.
Because they're just like, their rules are different. Ping, ping.
They
you know
just
what I mean?
shoot.
Just shoot, yeah.
Shoot to kill,
I mean, the French Foreign Legion were out there as well, and they did not give a fuck.
Hold on, you were out there with the FFL?
Wait, so they were...
No.
They were attached to one of our regiments, so I wasn't out of them, no, but they were sort of, when we were on camp, like a forward operating base, it would be, which would be like the main, this is where everybody was, right? And the difference between the English ones and the American ones, crazy. Like the American ones had McDonald's and all sorts on there. Yeah, we didn't have anything like that.
No?
Oh, no.
Can you use the American McDonald's?
Sometimes, yeah. So sometimes you might, like, say you're going to be out on patrol for like 2 weeks, right? You're going to be out, we might be ending there and then getting transported back. So sometimes you did get to see it, yeah. But yeah, when the French Foreign Legion were there, I remember one of my mates was out with them.
Are they as badass as people say?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So they were told, right, because they were attached to us, they were told you need to abide by, well,
the Geneva Convention.
Yeah,
rules,
whatever.
like...
This was obviously, this isn't coming from me, it's coming from someone who was out with them. And he says like they were on the radios and stuff like that, and they'd be like, they'd see somebody in the distance, and they'd apparently be like, has he got a gun? Has he got, and they'd be like, it doesn't look like it. No, he's got a gun. And they'd just shoot him.
I shouldn't be laughing, but, you know, it's just typical, like, because my best friend for 10 years, we tried to get into the French Foreign Legion. It didn't really work out that well.
You haven't got long to learn fluent French.
I'm French.
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm fucking French, so
shit.
That wouldn't be the hard part.
When I'm an AWOL, that's what I was thinking about doing afterwards, like, because apparently they give you a new life. And
yeah, they do. New name, new life, and you're so respected in French cause. Like, if you're French Foreign Legion in France, people look at you like fucking like you're at the top, bro. Yeah. You're at the fucking top. Like, that's for the most badass of the badass.
One of my mates went in for it, and I never heard from him again for fucking years.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing that I didn't want to do, like, they make you do this like 40-mile walk or this like 400-mile walk for like 4 days, and your feet are all blistered. Like, that's what I
just do, like 40 odd, maybe with weight on your back though.
Right.
But I mean, when you're out patrolling, it could be days on end.
So if you wanted to get out of the British military, why would you want to join the French Foreign Legion?
Because I felt like I had nothing left when I got kicked out of the army. So I went to jail.
So did you think you'd be a burger flipper and working at a chippy or something? Like,
all left now, yeah.
Okay. That's scary shit.
This was years ago now.
No, but it's scary to not know, like, what the fuck am I going to do with my life?
No.
You know, like...
The thing is, whilst at the time, I was AWOL. I did not want to go back to the army. So police found out where I was and everything, bust through the door, got us. I ended up going to jail. Now I had to abide back into soldier life. So being there for 8 months, I sort of got back into soldier life again. But I'd already been kicked out, so I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I'd like to actually stay in now. And I was in my head like, do you?
Do you miss, like, the camaraderie of your boys and all that shit?
Yeah. You do,
like your team and your fucking...
But then I got into
the bond.
Then I got into the rave scene after that, and then it was
that's
like,
love.
Something else come, then I had a new...
That's the complete opposite, though. Like, that's war versus love. Like, the rave scene is the love scene, because everybody's taking MDMA, ecstasy, and psychedelics, and everybody's kissing each other and hugging each other and loving each other. So you went from one fucking extreme to the other fucking extreme.
I had, like, a couple of years of my life where I just went, like, on a mad one.
Did you just do drugs?
Yeah.
Like, what was your drug of choice in the rave scene days?
Coke.
In rave scene?
Yeah.
Coke?
Yeah, pills and coke.
What kind of pills? Speed or
Ecstasy.
Ecstasy?
Yeah.
Ecstasy, I understand.
Yeah, MDs,
Coke.
stuff like that, coke, yeah. Oh, all sorts, man.
Really? But
Yeah,
you wouldn't
ketamine.
smoke crack.
Oh no, that's unheard of in the rave scene, to be fair.
No, I mean, but I understand that, but you would do loads of drugs and you would sniff coke,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't take a puff of crack? I don't...
Well, crack's not even that well known in the UK. I think it is now. But at the time then, that was like, to us, that's just stuff you've seen on like American fucking
yeah,
films
it's huge
and
in
stuff.
America.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
didn't know what the fuck crack was.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, if you would have told me that, I would have come here and showed how to cook and we would have been billionaires, man.
Well, now, I think it's more popular now, but I mean, I've sacked that shit off a long time ago.
Yeah?
The drugs, yeah. It fucked with us for years with the party life. Like, I got well out of shape, so unfit. I made it as the DJ. I hit big stages. I even got booked in Toronto.
Really?
I got booked in Toronto, but the girl I was with at the time was a bit of a fucking weirdo. And
Don't tell me you fucked it off because
Yeah.
of a girl.
Yeah,
No. Oh, God.
I know.
Did you learn a lesson from that?
Yeah, but she sort of done me a massive favour because she got me out of that rave scene. Because that rave scene was mentally fucking me up big style.
Why?
It just was like...
The party scene were you doing it every night?
No, but like, let's say it was Thursday till Monday, and then you'd spend the next 2 days recovering,
Right.
and then it starts again. And then I had my first child was born, and then...
How old?
She's 6 now,
Okay.
but like at the time...
How old is your youngest?
4.
4, okay.
And then at the time I'm like, I was not seeing my kids or just focusing purely on music, but I wasn't getting paid. I mean, I was getting paid a little bit, tiny bit, barely getting my travel covered.
Really?
But because you want to be on the big
Yeah,
stage,
you're doing it.
yeah.
And it's good
And it
promo
was just,
too,
and
right?
it was just purely for the love of the music, and then eventually just was like, met this girl, and she was like, basically telling me to stop it all and everything like that.
British?
Yeah.
British girl?
And then so I did, and then in a way she done me a huge favour.
Do you miss it?
The rave scene,
Yeah.
not give a fuck.
No. How old are you?
31.
31.
But I carried on with the producing. That's something I never stopped ever.
Right.
So I don't even now. I'm like furthering my education more now. I'm in uni.
When you say you're in uni, you're studying music?
Yeah.
Or, oh,
Yeah.
nice, man. Cool.
So,
I
and
didn't
I've
know
only
that.
just took that plunge like November.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I went to
Should've
music
done it a
school.
long time ago.
I failed. I couldn't do it. Like
Should have done it a long time
music
ago.
theory, just I can't.
Music theory's the worst bit though.
Fucking drives me crazy. Like it's like learning Chinese, bro.
Yeah.
Like what the
Music
fuck?
theory's is the
I can
hardest
do it
part,
by
so-
ear. I can't
Yeah.
do it by like reading and shit.
No.
It's so do you know how to read music?
No.
No.
I literally only just started the course in November. I just seen something and I just took the plunge and thought I knew I didn't even have the time to do it anyway, but I thought,
And what kind of shit are they teaching you?
well,
Like MIDI or?
I had to start from the beginning, so I'm sort of backtracking on myself at the minute.
But that's fine because
Yeah.
you're probably
It's
learning
introduc-
little tricks. You'll learn.
Introductory to
Did you
music.
teach yourself?
Well, no, that guy who I met,
Right.
the big DJ, he's like a superstar in the rave scene at the minute. He's all over Holland, like he's a big fucking dude. Everywhere.
What's his name?
He's called Joey Riot.
Okay.
Joey Riot, and he's also got another one which is like more hardcore, under the name of Destructive Tendencies.
I don't understand how you got more hardcore than fucking happy hardcore.
You can get the Dutch
You have to
hardcore,
show me.
Dutch hardcore, hard style or something like
I
that.
need drugs for that though.
It's huge. I can't listen to that. That's crazy.
It's just too repetitive. It's too without the drugs. Like it's just this for me. It's that. First of all, I need music that's fucking depressing.
Yeah.
You know, slow and depressing.
Well, said girl we were talking about, she smoked weed.
Mm-hmm.
So I started smoking weed.
Oh, you didn't even smoke in the rave scene?
No.
Oh
And
shit.
then that made me stop going out. The first time you start smoking weed, I was like, whoa. And then I was in the studio all the time, and I thought, fuck going out, man. Driving all over the country to play a set at 3 o'clock in the morning, just fucking drive back and crazy
That didn't
shit.
interest you?
It did, yeah, but then once it was gone, I was like,
What do you mean once it was gone?
once I'd stopped doing it,
Okay.
after a little, I missed it first, and then after that, I was like, no chance. Even now, people try and book me and stuff. I'm like, not a fucking chance.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to do
Fuck,
that.
that's another thing. We have so much in common. That's another thing that I always dreamt about doing was being a DJ, but I never took the time to learn how to do it on like computers and programming. Like I'm an instrument dude. Like I could play any fucking instrument. I just on computers, like I'm not good with computers.
I'm terrible with computers. I can't install the software that I'm using. I have to get other people to do it all first. All I need to know how to do is open up the door, the digital audio workstation.
Okay, and then do you just basically loop it and build that way?
Well, yeah, started, samples, stuff like that, and then you learn how to make it raw. Mate, you start off making something and it's like, yeah, you've made a track, and then some other producer's going to be like, yeah, but you've sampled that kick from here, and you've sampled that, and then it's like, oh, we make our own kicks. It's like, fucking hell, now okay, I want to start making my own kicks then.
Yeah, but that's cunty, man.
Yeah, and then it gets like, more and more and more, and like I say, the love of the music's always going to be there, and the love of the producing's always going to be there, which is why I'm still doing it.
I would love to produce something with you, man. That would be really cool. I would like to see if you add your style, I add something of mine, what would come up.
Well, I've started making different genres and that now, just mixing about a bit of house, a bit of hip hop.
I like fucking, my favorite in that genre is deep house. Deep house is my shit, man. Yeah. Deep house, because it's not fast, it's slow, it's chill, it's like ambient, it's like fucking nice with an MDMA pill. You just fucking travel, man. Travel. I love that shit. It's fucking dope. So, okay, so you get out of the army, DJ. When did you get into porn?
So, once I'd stopped the DJ and everything.
Hold on, so you're still with the girl?
No.
Okay. Left the girl. Still smoking weed?
Yeah, still smoking weed.
Okay.
Not long after.
How come you left her?
Because she's a cunt.
Most of them are, but why'd you leave her?
She's just a cunt.
Most of them are.
She's controlling and telling me I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. Fucking.
Like what? Like an example. What couldn't you do?
I weren't supposed to be going out. I had to stop raving. I had to stop DJing and stop taking all these bookings, but she was still going to the raves as a raver.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Probably fucked her up. Yeah, I fucked her off anyway. And
that's fucked up.
And then I started fighting. I didn't stop fighting until I was 28.
When did you start training to fight though?
About 28.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You're a new kid, man.
So
I'll take your fucking ass.
So I quit. Like I say though, when I do something, I get obsessed with it.
Right.
So I'd quit all of that. I moved to a new place called Blackpool.
Where is that?
Up north.
Okay.
Up a bit north than here, probably about an hour and a half away from here.
So more Newcastle-ish?
No, a bit lower down from there.
Okay.
But it's like a seaside resort, quite a touristy resort. And I moved there anyway, and then I took up like a charity boxing fight. That was it. Couldn't box for shit. Took this charity boxing fight, just fucking loved it, man.
Yeah.
Loved it. Said I want to do that again. And then not only that, was do it twice. And then one of the guys in the gym was like, I can get you on a show, and literally was fighting constantly in the gym.
How many fights do you have?
In total now, so I've had like 11-3 in boxing, and
that's a pretty good fucking record, man.
2-0 in MMA.
2-0.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking good.
2 knockouts.
2.
Luckily,
You're a knockout dude, right?
Luckily, I come up against 2 strikers though. So if I come up against a grappler, I might have been a bit fucked there.
Yeah, put you against like a wrestler.
Yeah.
You might get fucked, man. Because they're hard, man. Wrestlers are the hardest people to fight, man.
It's so hard on your cardio as well.
Yeah, they're in the best shape.
It's fucking really hard because you're breaking and slamming.
They're in the best shape. I think of all the MMA, all the mixed martial arts, I think the wrestlers are the hardest working, the hardest, not the hardest working, but the training camps.
It's the hardest to like get good at as well. Boxing's easy to strike.
Right.
Everyone can learn how to strike. Your shoulders, your hips.
Yeah.
As soon as you get into wrestling, you can't learn that shit overnight. You can't learn jiu-jitsu overnight.
No, that takes years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
I never wrestled. I did a bunch of jiu-jitsu. I never got into wrestling, though. I hated wrestlers when I was a kid. Like, wrestlers just... They were cunts where I was from. Like, the wrestling team kids. I just didn't, you know.
What sort of aligned at the same time was when I was working in the gym, was the porn porn guy reached out, and I was like, my head was blown. I was skin at the time. It was fucking skin. And then,
by the way, for everybody that's not British, skint means broke.
yeah, I was broke. And this porn guy comes along and offers me money for a photo shoot. So obviously I'm in really good shape at the time. Just
like
a photo
gay,
shoot,
like
yeah.
a nude
Yeah,
shoot?
that was
Okay.
it. And then he offered me like, oh, we won't talk money, but he offered me a large sum of money at the time.
Large, like over $5 grand?
No,
Okay.
£500.
Oh, okay.
Just for the photo shoot.
You said large sum of money.
At the time, like,
Okay.
for me, that was fucking a month's rent. That
Okay. For one shoot.
for like an hour or two's work.
So what was that like? Your first shoot?
That was
your first
easy.
photo shoot? Was it?
Yeah. That was,
So what? You had to get hard and then you
Yeah.
photographed you?
Yeah.
So what? You could like get hard by yourself in the bathroom and
Just
then
follow
come
him.
in and then he'll
Easy.
shoot you, kind of thing.
And then he showed me how he made his porn.
How long do you have to stay hard for in a photo shoot?
As long as I could
10,
stay
15
out.
minutes.
If it
So-
went down, it went down. I'd get it back up again.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Were you doing the Viagra for that yet or no?
Not for that, no, because it was just photo shoots. He wanted a lot of floppy and he wanted a lot of like.
Okay.
So it was quite really easy, to be fair.
Okay.
And then I seen how they made the porn and how like the editing skills come into play.
Why he was porn?
Same guy, yeah, but quite like a British styled one,
Okay.
quite a low budget one. And I seen like he was
What do you mean the editing comes into?
well, so like let's say he only needed to get. So I was watching one scene, and the guy like would get hard for I don't know a couple of minutes maybe.
Okay,
And
I
he'd
get it.
and he'd penetrate, but
Okay.
they'd have different angles
Right.
of where it was. Then after that, once he'd I've lost it, he just dry humped, and they'd get it from like different positions. Then when they were editing, they were taking bits from the different positions.
See, this
of
is
the
shit you don't
penetration.
know about porn. It's all bullshit, right?
Yeah, it's more bullshit, yeah. So and then when they edit it together, it looks as though it's fucking constant fucking, and
Wow, cool.
when half of it was dry humping, I was like, I can definitely do that. Then he offered me like $750. I was like, fucking right, because I seen like I only have to do a little bit of it. I was like, fucking come on.
And this is solo?
So-
The second one was
No,
with
so the first one was
solo.
photos, solo.
Yeah.
The second one was a solo wank,
Solo wank.
for the
Okay.
same price.
Okay.
And then that's when then he was like, I've got somebody coming in to do a scene next. I knew his game. He wanted me to see how it was
Slowly,
done, yeah.
okay.
And I thought, fuck. He was like, I can get you back in 2 weeks. Now, bearing in mind, I've made 500, then 500 again, and he's coming back saying he's going to give me 750 to come back and do it again. I'm thinking in my head, then I'm fucking broke as fuck. I was in arrears with my rent and everything, so I'm like, fuck, yeah, man. Like, this is the next couple of months worth of rent here. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then after I done that, I got obviously Twitter, blew up on Twitter, and
How did you blow up on
I
Twitter?
don't know. The scenes just went out.
Just random?
Yeah, because the straight image is a big thing.
Yeah, that's why I feel like
Yeah,
I can do
the
this.
straight image is fucking everything.
Gay guys want what they can't have.
Yeah, exactly, and they fantasize about it anyway. So,
Yeah. And every gay guy wants to turn a straight guy into a gay guy, right?
yeah.
Like I had a gay friend growing up, and he was always back. Like he was in love with me for ages. But I loved him. Like he was a mate. Like
Yeah.
he was, and I didn't judge. Like I don't care where you stick your dick, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like, and honestly, to be totally honest, the fact that he was hitting on me all the time, it like was an ego boost. I was like,
Yeah.
yo, I must be real pretty if this fucking guy wants to fuck me.
Well, I had no idea about this industry at all. I had no idea there was like a big thing for straight people. But anyway, yeah. So
But that's the thing. That's the catch. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you
well,
get
that was
it done?
that was the difference for when Lucas Entertainment reached out. So they must have seen something.
Mhm.
Reached out, offered me.
And when you blew up on Twitter, what were your numbers like?
Oh, I'm talking about 5,000 maybe. 4,000.
Likes or
Oh.
views?
Oh no, followers.
Oh, okay.
Followers went up to about 5,000.
Quickly?
Followers. Couple of months.
Okay, it's not bad.
And
And no one was. This is just by yourself. No one retweeting.
well, no, the company who I work for obviously pushing out there.
Okay,
They already
okay,
had a
okay,
big
okay.
following and
Okay.
other things like that. And then
Okay.
Lucas Entertainment reached out.
Well, then that. Yeah. Then And that's big. That's the big time.
And then that's when he was like, he gave me the login to his site. He's fucking. So we done a Skype interview, asking me all sorts of fucking random shit, asking me to get hard on see my face up front, turn to the side.
So what? So he's asking you. I just want to check time. So we're already almost an hour in. So he Skyped you and he wanted you to just get hard like that?
Oh no! He was like, "Go and have your time." Not like
okay.
So this guy's been around at the top of the game since like 1996.
Okay.
He knows the sketch. Some people can't get hard. Right.
What do you mean can't get hard?
Some porn stars cannot get hard.
So how are they porn stars?
We'll get to that.
Hold on, people listening won't know that. Dick injections!
Yeah, I need a wee quick.
Fucking hell, Dick. This guy just fucking blew my fucking mind there, people.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, we fucking will. You better believe we will. Hold on. Do you realize he just blew my mind? There are men, people, fans, my loves. There are men out there that are injecting their penises to stay hard. When you are watching porn, I don't know why I'm looking at the phone. I should be looking at the fucking camera. When you're watching porn, you're watching Gwyneth Paltrow in fucking Shakespeare in Love, basically. People injecting shit in their cock, dude? Are you kidding? What the fuck? Yo, man, I was born to do porn. I can get hard 18 times a day and come 18 times a day. I can come until there's nothing left. I can keep jerking until it hurts, cause, yo, honestly, bro.
Yeah, right. Not everybody.
No, but like, that seems fucking crazy to me.
Oh, it's an erectile dysfunction medication.
And what do you do?
Right, so we'll get to that. So he gets me anyway, and he sort of tells me, right, I'm gonna offer you $1,000 a scene.
Okay. Dollars, not
dollars.
Yeah.
This, this is the first, and he's like $1,000 a scene. We're doing a production in 2 weeks' time in Puerto Vallarta, in Mexico.
Free flight, free
2-week production. He was like, I'll give you 4 scenes. Right, I'm like $4,000. Like, okay, $4,000 to go to fucking Mexico for 2 weeks. Yeah. All expenses paid.
And had you done a scene with the dude yet?
Well, I'd done the other one, which was a bit.
No, but I mean a scene with a dude where you're fucking a dude.
No.
Okay.
So he gave me the login, right, to his site, and I was like, fuck, because this was hardcore.
Were you like
shit.
Beefy at this point?
Yeah. I had the image and everything. Now, obviously, I was British, which is one.
For Americans, it's amazing.
And straight. Yeah. So it was the full package to him.
Right.
So, he offers me this thing, and the next minute I have his contract in my inbox. And I assumed, well, he sort of didn't say it, but made me think I had to sign this contract to go and do the work in Mexico.
Right.
Once I got to Mexico and I spoke to other models there, they were like, "You've signed the contract." They were like, "Oh, no." So he sort of tricked me into signing it.
Why is it bad to sign a contract?
Oh yeah, because then you can't work with anyone else that's signed a 3-year exclusive contract.
And if they don't call you that often, then you can't work at all?
No, yeah, exactly. So I've got...
But what if you didn't sign the contract, then you wouldn't have got the job?
I thought that, but I would have.
You would have?
Yeah, I would have.
So they make you think you won't get the contract if you don't
sign it? I think he'd sort of seen something and thought, right, okay, I need to get this guy now.
Okay.
And he's a businessman and he knows what he's doing. So I've got there and I'm watching it and I was like, fuck. Now, not everybody uses Trimix is what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
But there was other models.
Trimix?
Trimix, yeah.
Okay.
So there was other models there and this guy, I won't say names, but he's been in the scene a fucking long time. He's like a godfather of gay porn.
Okay.
And he can't get it up at all. Because he's been using this shit for fucking ever.
Oh, that's why he can't get hard?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, obviously, just got younger guys there who are just fucking, well, they don't need it. Now the producer doesn't know you're using it. Yeah.
I'm putting that in air quotes, by the way. Okay.
He doesn't know you're using it, but you know what? how he doesn't give a fuck.
Get hard.
Get your scene done.
Right.
What we choose to do is, he is not gonna inject you with that.
Right, but if you want to be in the business, just make sure you're hard and get in my movie.
Yeah, well, you've got to be able to be hard and be able to come.
Right. Coming is the most important part.
Yeah, but some people can't even do that. Some people just can't.
You mean on camera?
Yeah, some people that's the lot. I've never had that problem. I've always come. But some people, like, once you've had a cut, so you've filmed all the scene and everything, then it's cum shots.
Right.
Now everybody has to get ready. You really just gonna come on the scene. Some people can. Some of the gay guys can just come, boom. They'll just be like, so long as obviously you've got to have the energy and the vocals and because it's American. So some guy will just be like, I'm going to come, and if they say that, obviously the cameras are straight on there.
Okay.
But for someone like me, I'd have to be like, right, okay, I'm last to come.
Okay.
Because I'll be the top, so I'd have to get myself ready and have to get my phone out and stuff like that.
So that's how you do the cum shot, is by like preparing yourself. Okay, camera, come. Okay.
So if we were doing a scene now like this.
So can you not come from fucking a dude? You have to, like, you just can't?
No.
The only reason you stay hard is from the pills?
Yeah, from the injection, yeah.
You do the injection too?
Yeah, of course I did, yeah.
Does it hurt?
Not really, no. No. Doesn't hurt getting it done. It's just a little insulin needle in like the base of your dick, and you fucking
really
instantly. Give it a couple of minutes and it's going nowhere. And you need to.
Is it hard to come with that shit though? Does it affect your coming?
Yeah,
ability?
kind of. The longer you have it up, it starts to like throb a little bit.
Is it painful?
It can be, yeah. It's you're not supposed to have it up for very long. So like, there's a come down shot you would take as well. As soon as you finish, boom, put that in. That one hurts because you're putting a needle into a hard dick.
Oh.
So you bang it in. Couple of seconds later, it's gonna flop straight back down again.
Bro.
But that's what made.
I have a tattoo on my dick, and this is still making me like.
That's what made me become the actor. Because
Okay.
I'm no longer worrying about keeping hard and
Right.
having to do this.
That's just done already.
Boom. That's where the porn started coming out of this then. Because I was like,
brilliant.
Fuck. Push everything to my mind what I'm doing. As soon as you hear action, get into character, that's going nowhere. Now if we were to do that on the fucking anywhere else,
fucking brilliant.
I wouldn't be able to do it because I'd be looking at this maybe and thinking my head could be everywhere.
Right.
And then that goes, and once that goes, then you're like, oh shit, sometimes you can't get it back, and then you could be waiting hours.
Okay.
And
then everybody's frustrated.
Yeah.
Do people get frustrated, or do they understand?
Yeah, I get frustrated.
No, I mean, like, let's say the producer, like, the people on the team, if you lose it, like, we have to wait an hour for him to get hard again.
Yeah.
Do people get frustrated?
People like that probably wouldn't never be coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you'd come up on your first scene, and
if you don't do well, get the fuck out.
Yeah, it'd be like,
you're not made for this.
If you didn't come, or if you couldn't keep it up, or anything like that. That's why I was constantly, every scene, and that's why I got out of it as well.
What do you mean got out of
I got out of the porn because out of that company, because I couldn't
inject?
Yeah, I couldn't keep doing that.
It's bad, right?
Yeah, it's been over a year since I've done a scene now.
Really?
Yeah, which is why I want to get into the other side of things.
Right, this is where this comes in.
Yeah,
this is why this is why we're meeting. This is why I'm in England, so that we can have our own fucking production company.
Yeah.
And this is what I told you. I don't have kids, I don't have a wife, and I don't want either of those things. So I'm gonna have a lot of disposable income.
Yeah.
If I can make a lot of money doing this, I want to put a lot of money into this as well. Cause, man, I was born to do filth. You know, I was born to be around filth and produce filth and be filthy and guy, girl, whatever it is. I just want to make shit look good.
Yeah.
And I want to be part of the filth industry.
Well, that's why I reached out and thought I need somebody.
Thank you.
I need somebody to, because I haven't got the time.
Right.
I have the family, the uni, it's just
I have time.
But I know if you get to the top of the game in the sex industry in the porn world, the money what's going to come from it.
Yeah.
Especially when you've got the foot in the American market.
It's a $1 billion industry. If you touch a fraction of that money, it's millions.
Yeah.
You know? So all you need is a fraction of that fucking industry and you're doing really fucking well.
I know. So that's why I reached. But what happened there was
in 45 seconds we're gonna stop it and then we're gonna start again because I don't want to end here. It's getting good, you know. Like we're gonna keep going, but it's an hour segment, so we'll stop. We're gonna stop it now and continue right back, people. Who are we sponsored by today? Fuck. This production has been brought to you by Fuck Factory. That was cool, bro. It's a good podcast.
Yeah.
It's not done, but it's cool. Yeah, so
So the porn paid well.
Porn paid well, and you're injecting your dick at this point.
And at this point,
and how did you feel the first time you fucked a dude?
Right, first time, because I turned up, like, he got me there for the whole production, and I only had 4 scenes, right? So I had to watch a couple of scenes, and it was just like...
Was it hard to watch two dudes fuck?
No, it wasn't too hard to watch any of that. I'd already been watching the on the website, so I was really trying to get myself into it.
Right.
It was just like, I was more worried about the energy, as he calls it. You need to have this, not
the
just
sexual energy, right?
Not just fucking. You need to be like really
into it. It's acting.
Yeah,
it's porn acting.
100%. So I'm like, shit. And then there was a guy who sort of took me under his wing.
What do you mean? You were shit at the acting part?
No, I was thinking, shit, like, fuck. This is, like, I'm watching it, I'm here, and I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking, like, the money. I'm not going to get paid until I've done the scenes.
Right.
So I'm thinking...
Were you stressing?
I was a bit worried, yeah, really anxious. And then I'd done my first scene, but he got me to do my first scene with, like, a really experienced bottom, really experienced bottom called Devin Franco.
What does that mean? That means you just got fucked in the ass a lot?
Bottom, so I'm the top.
Okay.
I'm the guy on the top, and then he's the bottom.
Is there a big difference between fucking a girl in the ass and fucking a dude in the ass if they're like on all fours? Like, is there really that big of a difference? Besides the balls and shit.
I mean...
But is there really that big of a difference between fucking a girl? Yeah?
It feels more better with a girl, yeah. I mean, it depends on your sexuality, of course.
But it's the same asshole. Does it feel better for a girl just because we're straight?
No idea.
Like, because when I received a blowjob from that friend, that gay friend of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
He knocked on my door one night at like 4 a.m, and I was rolling on ecstasy by myself in my house like a fucking weirdo, just doing weird shit. I don't remember what I was doing, but I was fucking high on ecstasy by myself. And he knocked at the door and he's like, "Mikey, can I come in?" I was like, "Donnie, come in. And he looks in my eyes. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm fucking high on ecstasy." He's like, "Oh, are you?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, I'm fucking high on ecstasy." He's like, "Let me suck your cock." And I was like, "Donnie, go fuck yourself." He's like, "Mikey, let me suck your cock. It will be the best blowjob you've ever had in your life. Women don't know how to suck cock. They're girls. They don't have a cock. I have a cock. I know how to suck one better than, like, I'll give you the best blowjob of your life." And I was sitting there thinking, I was like, it seems logical. Dude has a dick, so he probably sucks dick better than a girl would. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, you know what, Donnie, you've wanted this for so fucking long. I'm on ecstasy, whatever, let's do it. So I pull down my pants, he puts his dick in my mouth, and I saw him put my dick in his mouth, and I was just like, ugh. And he did it for like 3-4 seconds. He had his mouth on my dick, but he wasn't being like, you know how girls are like gentle and sensual and like they get you hard and they're into it. He was just like at first, and I was like, bro, fuck off. And I just pushed him off me, and I watched lesbian porn for like 48 hours after that. Like, that didn't happen, Donnie, that never fucking happened.
And that's why I compartmentalize everything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, looking down at a dude suck my cock seems
But
hard.
that could make you lose it.
Yeah.
Which is why I was like, literally,
Yeah.
as soon as I found out about this stuff, I was like, I'd done that first scene, and the reason they got
And Viagra wasn't helping you?
well, I had it with us, yeah, but as soon as I got there, I didn't do my first scene for like 5 days. I had to watch the scenes for 5 days, not just so I could sort of see what was going on. And then this guy took me under his wing and was like, oh, telling me what you need, what you need to be doing, and because I was British, you should be using a lot of verbal and
Right.
and stuff like that. Then he told me, he's like, man, I've got some of this stuff. And I was like, oh, like you just did before injection. He was like, don't tell, like the guy who wants, he was like, don't tell him. He was like, but like he might know, he'll be able to tell. He's been around the fucking game for.
But can't you say it's Viagra? Like, or is there a big
Yeah,
difference?
it's going nowhere. It's fucking going nowhere.
For how long?
Until you bring it down.
You have to. What happens if you don't?
Then you fucking probably lose your dick.
Really?
I mean, it's probably going to go down eventually, depending on
But it
how
could
much.
damage your dick.
Yeah, in the long run. Yeah.
Wow.
So
I can't believe people are injecting their dicks
yeah.
with.
It's a medication in America for erectile dysfunction. Trimix, TRI.
How about the pumps?
Mix.
Have you ever seen pumps?
Yeah, I've seen them shit, but this shit, man, I was just like, wow. Even during a cut, so we'd have a half an hour break or something like that. It's gone nowhere. I was like, this is fucking amazing. Now,
But do you got blue ball? Are you stuck with blue ball? Like, does it hurt? Like, no?
No.
So that's a good trick.
I'm guessing, I mean, I was on productions every couple of months. If you're doing that shit every day, then I can see it's going to be damaging.
Right.
After I'd done that one scene, and the reason they put me on with that bottom was because he was so experienced that if I wasn't really up to it all, he can kind of take over and help the scene. And then afterwards, like the guy who took me under his wing and everything, he was there watching the first like 10 minutes of the scene. He watched me and he was just like, "You got this, man." And it was fucking hard. So I just thought to myself, the worry's gone now. Doesn't matter who
now
I'm
you
looking
just
at.
gotta fucking
And now I've just
make
got
it look sexy.
Fuck and act and boom. And then that producer was like, amazing, fucking blah blah.
Was that a good feeling?
So I was just like cool.
Was that like a huge weight off your chest?
Yeah, kind of, because I realised it's pretty easy to do.
Did you worry about people judging you for doing gay porn? Did you ever care about what people think?
Just told everybody straight up.
No, but did you ever care people calling you faggot and all that shit?
I knew I was going to get like some, but I thought just be open with it. So at the time, this is when I'd start round about the same time I started boxing. The money I was making from that was getting me like training with like, I was paying for like PTs every day. I was getting one-to-one training.
And was that 50 quid an hour out here?
About 30 I was paying.
Okay.
But from really high class trainers and stuff.
Right. Where up north? Here?
Yeah, in Blackpool.
Okay.
Like some professionals and stuff like that, professional trainers, also well-known people. So that's where I sort of got the obsession of the boxing now. I was like, yeah, this was painful. I just told them all straight up. I thought, if the internet, you can't hide from the fucking internet. And Blackpool is quite a gay town.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's a very, very
So
big
you got
gay.
kind of lucky that it's not like one of these homophobic fucking...
Yeah, kind of, yeah. And I knew somebody was going to see it. I knew it. You can't hide. So I just was telling everybody. I met my current girlfriend round about the time I'd done the first ever bit. Told her about it. It was like, if you're not interested anymore, blah, blah. She was like, I'm not fucking bothered. She was like, I know you're not gay. She was like, if you want to do that and make some money, then whatever. So
that's it. I would think it's hard to find a girl that would be okay with it.
I know.
But like, I told a couple girls that I'm getting into gay porn, and they're like, "That's fucking hot."
You'd be surprised, wouldn't you?
Really?
I don't think she finds it hot or anything. She's just really supportive over.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You're very lucky.
And I'm still with her to this day.
That's the girl, the Mia.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Mia Striker.
Mia, right.
So with me making that sort of money, she was like always like she always wanted to be a model, and I was like, be a model then. And she never had that like, I wanted to be a DJ. I'm gonna be a fucking DJ.
Made it happen. You just make it happen.
I want to be a boxer. I'm gonna be a fucking boxer.
Right. I did the same thing, mate.
Right.
I did the same thing.
So I was like, do it. So she quit her job. She quit her job, and I was like, go for it. And I know this is going to be like slow at first, but whatever. And now she's like,
is she doing well?
Yeah, she's doing well now.
Amazing, cool.
So me doing
she's
that,
got a good look, man.
Yeah, me doing that sort of kind of helped her as well. And I make contacts. There's a lot of photographers there.
Of course.
Other people in the other side of the I'm on the gay side of the industry, but I've still got contacts on the straight side of the industry. She never wanted to do the porn. No, she only works to like implied nude.
What is that?
Implied nude, so like she'll be naked, but she'll like
hide it, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll go topless, but she won't get the bottom out.
She's not like
nothing like that. So, but she'll have them off, but she'll just be sort of like maybe her legs are like that.
So it's like artistic, more on the artistic side than the porn, than the hardcore.
Because she's young, I thought you don't need to get into porn. You can make it as a model. I knew she could make it as a model. I had that confidence in her. She didn't have the confidence, but I did. I knew with the right contacts, the right work, just put in maybe a year of free work, travel down to London, get the photographers, build your portfolio, and then before you knew it...
Yeah, because with girls it's different, man. I was in the male modeling management world for 6 years, and the money is... like, girls make 10 times what guys make, man. You know, I was struggling, but I didn't know what the fuck else I was gonna do. My best friend, like, he wasn't a model when I met him. When I met him, he was 17 in Montreal, and like I brought him onto my team, but he was a shit drug dealer. He was always losing the fucking drugs, losing the coke, coming back short on the cash. I was like, bro, you're a horrible drug dealer. I have to fire you, but I fucking love you, and you're really a good-looking guy. Let's turn you into a fucking model.
Yeah,
you can do it. And he's like, yeah, let's do it. And then
there you go.
And then we
That's what happened to her.
Yeah.
Now she's flying.
That's awesome.
So now I've stopped majority of the work, but she's still got all her work. She's still young. She's only 23.
She's 23.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she
has a career ahead of her.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
At the time when I met her, she was 19.
Fucking hell.
So I'm like, well, what's stopping you from doing that? And then obviously it was her job, and I was like,
what was she doing when you met her?
She worked in a hospital.
Okay.
She worked for the NHS.
Okay.
She's quit that now, so I suppose. You're not really supposed to talk about stuff like that when you work for the NHS, but she doesn't anymore. So,
right.
Yeah, she quit that years ago, and she just concentrated purely on that, and that was it.
That's like, good for her.
That 1 year, my first 2 years of porn were really busy.
What do you mean really busy?
It was constant production. I was the
really?
new guy.
Okay.
I was the new British guy, the new straight guy. The scenes were fucking flying out. Everybody wanted to see it, and then obviously the more scenes what we got out, it starts to slip down a little bit. And by the end of the contract, there weren't really much work going on anymore.
So you're still under contract right now?
No, the contract's up.
Okay.
Contract's what? I could have signed another contract, but I thought.
So is that why you? So if you were under contract, can you do OnlyFans? Are you allowed to do OnlyFans?
Yeah, you're allowed to do OnlyFans, but you're not.
It's your personal shit.
You're not allowed to
work with another producer.
You're not allowed to. No, I can't do that. But at first, right? So it was a bonus because what we were doing was in between cuts and scenes, we were getting a little bit of OnlyFans going. But then the guy stopped that. He no OnlyFans, because he needs you to be building your come up. He don't want you wasting cum. Right. He don't want people fucking around, because if you're wasting all your cum the night before a scene, you're gonna have less of a load.
Shot,
yeah, and they want a big load.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? After my first production, I turned into a...
And you said you can only come once, right?
Me, yeah.
Is that a problem in the industry?
No.
Like, if you could come like 10 times a day, is that better? Or
if they could come 10 times a day, then that's a huge bonus. If you could come
I could come like 10 times a day.
If you could come a couple of times in the scene, like Devin Franco could, he was like, he'd come, and then the producer would have missed it.
Yeah.
He was like, he was like, I can come again if you want.
I could do that too.
And I was like, shit, that blew my mind. I can't do that.
Yeah, I could do that too. No. I could do that too, bro. Like, sometimes, like, I jerk off until, like, it hurts, until, like, there's no cum coming out. Like, I'm like, I have an orgasm, but nothing is coming out anymore. I'm like, whoop.
Yeah.
Like, completely empty. You know? Like, this is when I'm, like, doing stand-up comedy or some whatever. I'm in a hotel room somewhere and there's nothing to do except jerk off. And I'm just sitting there and I jerk off, and then 10 minutes goes by. I'm like, I think I'll just jerk off again, you know? And then seven orgasms later, it's like my dick is starting to hurt, like it's fucking all chaffed and shit, and there's no fucking cum left.
If I could do that,
and I'm still trying.
Made a fortune.
Really?
I made a fucking fortune if I should have done that.
Well, hopefully I can make a lot of money in this fucking business, man. That's the goal. I really wanna do this, and I don't wanna only film. I wanna, like, I'm pure showbiz, dude. And if I could, I'm sexual too, you know. But I don't wanna fuck unless I'm getting paid anymore. Like I'm fed up of fucking unless I'm getting paid.
Well,
like,
I'm not. I won't touch anything unless the money's right.
Yeah.
Because it's very mentally challenging.
Yeah. No, but I don't even want to fuck like a random girl unless I'm getting paid. Like, that's what it's gone in my life at this point. I have to admit, my divorce made me very fucking bitter towards like girls and relationships, and I thought it was gonna be forever, and like then the divorce, and then I was like, everybody's full of shit, bro. She said she was gonna stay around forever. Not only did she leave, but she stole my dog. Imagine if Mia stole your fucking dog in 10 years. You know, like,
she
how that would feel.
But it's probably more her dog.
Is it?
She's at home all day, every day.
I guess, yeah. So she's raising the baby.
Yeah.
It's still fucked up though. But like now, I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to fuck for fun. I want to fuck for money only.
Of course.
You know.
Of course, man. That's what I'm right now. I can only come once, so if I could possibly, like, I don't want to waste that cum.
No.
If I can make some money off that today, off OnlyFans or something like that.
Exactly.
But then it's sort of...
But that's the thing though, that's the catch. If you're really active on your OnlyFans, then you're not going to fuck your girl.
Exactly.
That's fucked up.
Exactly.
That sucks.
That's why I don't upload as much as I should do.
I wonder if there's a way around that. Because then, what if you just don't come? What if you just on your OnlyFans be like, you get to watch me jerk?
They want to watch it. They want to see
I know they want it, but fuck what they
come.
want.
Everybody wants to see the cum. I mean, I don't upload that much anyway.
I know, but isn't that a big money maker?
It is, yeah.
Like, I have a couple of friends that are killing it in fucking OnlyFans, man. 15 grand a month.
Yeah, you can.
You know? Like, I have a girl, my friend Faith is murdering.
Yeah, well, girls.
Yeah.
Girls. The girls kill it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, porn side of it, apparently gay porn is bigger.
Yeah.
Because men, our sexual mind compared to a woman's
crazy.
Mind,
mental.
So a woman would never pay to see a man.
Yeah.
But a man will.
Of course.
So now imagine a man with a man. Imagine two of their mindsets.
Why do you think
it's fucked?
Why do you think I'm even considering going into gay porn for the money? I'm sick of struggling. Like, I've learned my lesson that I don't want to give my art away anymore. Yeah. You know, I want to be paid for my art now. Like, I don't want to just give. I've learned from the best photographers in the world. I've worked with the best fucking people because of my time in high fashion. I wanna make, like, I don't want to be rich. I just want to make a living off what I do, you know? Like, I don't want to get stuck at a fucking, working at Asda loading shelves.
Exactly.
You know, like, if I have to fucking do it in the ass for some money.
Well, that's how I was. I like, couldn't even afford to fucking see my kids or anything like that at the point. And I'm like, and I just had these good couple of years where it got me out of bad debt. Out of that fucking flat I couldn't even afford, into a house, all that sort of shit. Everything come together in the end, and then now I'm like, I mean, I'd take work maybe once, twice a year, but not.
We're gonna produce, bro.
Yeah, I just I've seen what some guys who've been in the industry forever. I've seen what their dicks go like.
No.
That's happening to me. So
let it happen to me. I'll take that. I don't care.
Well, no, because you've not spent any years.
No. But I'm gonna start now, and I'm gonna go as hardcore as I can. Like, this is my focus now.
In Canada, probably.
What?
You could probably get that stuff in Canada.
I'm sure you could, but I have no problem with staying hard, bro.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think, because I want my niche to be fucking mouths, right? Like raping mouth, like that, you know, that gag porn where people are vomiting and shit? Like, that's my niche. And sex is way more psychological to me than it is physical. Like, I'll fuck for psychological reasons more than physical reasons to, like, dominate someone. I want to fucking dominate someone sexually. Like, that's what I really like to do.
Yeah.
You know? So, I don't even think I need any of that shit to do that.
That's
like,
what my sort of image was.
right.
That dominant straight guy who's fucking the gays.
I don't care who I'm fucking. I just want to fuck.
Yeah, well, that's why we need to get started one day.
What do you mean?
With the producing.
Yeah, we will. This is the start.
Yeah.
This is the start. This is our first low budget.
Yeah.
This is today, people. We're going to be filming our first low budget. Now, I'm anxious, you know,
well, we haven't got anybody, have we? So.
No, it's just gonna be me and you.
Yeah.
Which is fine. For me, honestly, it's better for me to start slow.
Yeah.
And
by the way, it's not us fucking each other.
no, it's not fun.
We're just gonna have a jerk off.
We're both power tops, alright?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna see how I do.
Yeah.
And see if I could even do it. I'm pretty sure I can.
Yeah. This is the first one like I did. The wank scene.
Like I feel like I'm gonna giggle. Like I'm gonna be like, bro, can you spit in my hand a little? My mouth is dry.
No, don't do that.
But they'll love it. No, but then we'll both laugh, and that's bad, right? That'll kill the scene. Like I'm a joker, you know. Like I'm a fucking joker.
Like each scene, especially OnlyFans stuff, man. Like you only have to do like 5 to 10 minutes. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's say 5-10 minutes solo, right? Okay, so and then what if I fuck a mouth once a month or twice? Let's say bi-weekly. I'm fucking a mouth so people stay subbed. Would that make sense? So they know that.
Then they might start to think, we want to see more.
What do you mean more?
Well, we want to see you do more. People want to see me bottom. That's not happening. It's not happening. People message me on my OnlyFans and they're like, when are you going to get fucked? I'm like, you get fucked.
That's exactly what I was saying.
I will only get an attitude when they telling me to get fucked. I'm like, firstly, I'm an actor.
Right.
It's like, I'm not.
You're not doing this for pleasure. You're doing this for money.
And like, don't you tell me. You know what my image is. So one guy would come onto my OnlyFans and...
Are you talking about a producer or someone,
like
just
a fan?
A fan.
So fans come onto my OnlyFans and he was like, I'm on here but I can't see anything of you getting fucked. Why? And I'm like, where did you come from? I was like, because you haven't seen that in porn. You haven't seen that on my Twitter. You haven't seen that anywhere. Mm-hmm. So what made you come to my page to see that? Yeah. If you've not seen it in porn, why would you think you're going to see it on my OnlyFans?
People are fucking stupid.
And these guys are paying $8 a month and they think they're going to see me getting fucked. Get fucked.
So how come you chose $8 a month? Like what?
It's just to keep them subbing, man. I don't upload enough to justify keeping the price high.
And how much do you think I should charge? $5 at first, obviously, right? I'm new.
Charge $5 and just get the subs up, and then I mean I always ask them what they want.
But hold on, don't you think? Sorry to interrupt you, but don't you think because I'm gonna release a Jackson scene on my OnlyFans, I'm not gonna take the piss. I don't want to take the piss, but if I put it at 7, you know, instead of 5.
From what I've found in the past, is the lower you keep it, the more people you sort of keep.
Okay, and that's the most important part.
Yeah.
So for the extra $2, it makes sense to keep it down.
If you had an extra 100 people, because it was so low,
then you're banking. Then it doesn't make sense to have it at 7. You're actually making more because you have more people. I had
10 for ages, and I had about, I don't know, between like 50 and 80 subs right?
Hold on. Okay, so even as a porn star, you had 80 only?
Yeah, because I weren't.
Because you
My
weren't.
marketing's not the best.
Okay.
I'm not that active on Twitter.
I'm good at marketing. I would
See?
market the shit. If we just did that together, me and you together, like I'd be able to market the shit out of you, make funny clips to get people talking, this, all of that. Like that's that would be my side.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm too busy, man.
Yeah.
Too much going on, so that...
When are you done school? When are you finished?
2 years.
Fucking hell. And you go out how often?
Twice a week.
Oh, it's not bad. Okay.
But I've still got to do my...
Yeah, no. I'm saying
assignments in
just
between
the
and
school
stuff.
part,
Yeah.
and now 2 days a week is about for how long? 4 hours or something? 3 hour class?
6 hours.
6 hours. So it's a full day.
Yeah.
So, it got easier for you as you went along in the business.
The producers could see by my scenes, like, I was getting more comfortable with it.
How long did it take you to get
A
comfortable?
couple of the scenes, maybe like the second production I turned up on, so it would have been like 4 scenes at a time usually. The second production I was on, they could see a total different me.
Well, you had the confidence too at that.
Yeah, and I changed my rules and everything. Then I was like,
What do
right,
you mean rules?
oh, I'm coming out so I'm not coming out for 2 weeks to do 4 scenes. I'm coming out on Friday. I'm gonna go scene, home.
Okay.
Yeah. I ain't fucking sticking around and doing shit. I'm literally coming. You get all your scenes done, and then I go.
Okay.
Otherwise, you get roped into doing like social media obligations and stuff like
I
that.
love that shit though.
Oh well, yeah, it's all good and well, but I'm spending a day.
And you have a family, you have all that
Yeah.
shit. I don't have shit to do. Like,
Exactly.
for me, if someone said come to Mexico for 3 weeks and film 1 scene, I'm not sure when you're gonna film it. I'd be, yeah, I'm there, bitch. You know, I'm fucking there. So, yeah, so that's really interesting stuff. And no regrets, I guess?
No.
0?
0 regrets.
And how about in life?
What do you mean?
Like, in life, do you have any regrets? You don't have to say what they are, but
Yeah,
if you look back, like...
No, not really then, no. I always say, like, the army and then the DJing, because when I was DJing out, I always thought to myself, I wonder where I'd have been if I didn't join the army and I'd done this earlier, right?
Right.
But then without joining the army, that wouldn't have put me into the person I was.
Right.
I am, sorry. So the army changes. Then I sort of...
Do you think you would have been able to do the porn if you didn't do the army?
Probably not, no.
No, huh?
And then I sort of... what I do regret is spending so many years in that rave scene. Like, there was no money in it.
Yeah, but you must have a fucking good time, though.
Yeah, I had a good time, yeah, but that was it.
But that's important, man.
No
Money's
money.
not the only fucking thing, man.
If I had made the money, though, I don't know if things would have been different. But I was just it was costing me to perform.
That's crazy.
Do you know what I
At
mean?
least if you break even, but pay to play, that's crazy.
It's not just, it weren't paying to play, but by the time you take your travel expenses.
No, I get
yeah,
it, but you're paying to
Yeah.
play, basically. Like, you're not
Driving.
paying to go on stage, but you're...
all the way down south, and then I have to get a hotel, which they're not going to cover. They might give me £100 for the set, but the hotel could be £80. Then my fuel's £40. Then whatever I spend.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. So unless you're a name, you're not really making money DJ.
Not really, no.
Unless you're a big name.
Yeah.
Even if you're producing your own shit?
You're still going to you've got to climb that ladder.
Right. Right.
Same with everything, but with the porn, I got up that ladder quick.
Yeah.
It was like snakes.
Do I have to get jacked? Because I don't know if I can. I don't know if my body would allow me.
It would help, like.
I'm sure it would, but I don't know how. If I can.
Hit the gym, man.
I should.
Hit the gym daily, and it's gonna improve something.
Do I need to hit the gym though? Can I just do like push? I can do like.
Obviously, hit the gym, yeah.
Do I need to? I can't just do like body stuff.
You can, but
Like,
there's only gonna get you to a certain.
like
If you're at the gym, you're gonna daily, and you do routines daily, then you're gonna get
by
put
next
some
year I'll
size on, aren't you?
Yeah. And if I want to do this for a living, it's part of my job to look as good as possible.
I mean, you'd still have a market there, but you want to hit every market.
I want to hit every market. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I want to do foot fetish. We're gonna do foot fetish. We're gonna do all of it. I want to do everything,
There
man.
you go.
Like, yeah, so...
If you want to hit every market, then you're going to want to hit the market where the guys are going to want to see you looking...
Well, not everywhere. I don't want to get fucked in the ass, but I want to film people get fucked in the ass. You know, exactly. Like, we're going to have a production company that...
One day.
Like Lucas, not that far away, man.
He started in 1996.
Who, Lucas?
Yeah. He started his company in 1996.
And we're starting in 2020.
Yeah, it's a long time he's been going. That's why he's at the top of the game. He's been there. He's fucking seen it all. He started from like video cassette things, like VHS.
Yeah, but you're a porn star.
Yeah.
So I think you can turn what you did and use your name as the brand.
Not just that, I've got the experience. I've seen how it's done at the top level. I know exactly how.
Yeah, because you've been in the high production movies. So
because I've got that knowledge, I've got the contacts and I've got the name, I just needed somebody else to help.
And that's where I come in.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. That was a fun podcast.
Yeah.
I think we should end it here, though.
Yeah.
It feels like a good place to, an hour and a half. That's one of the longer ones. I usually end it at an hour, but this was a really interesting conversation. I'm sure we could keep going, but...
Not much more, is there?
No, I mean, we introduced you, like, say hi to your fans.
What's happening?
They fucking love you, because they signed up to me, and... I'm not half as good at doing it as you. You're a fucking professional, so your fans fucking love you. They won't stop messaging me like, can you give me his number? Like,
really?
Yeah, bro. Are you kidding? They're like, do you know Geordie Jackson? Like,
do you know what? Actually,
what?
That argument we had on Instagram. So, that's where you were like, shit. Your fucking fans are giving me abuse because we were publicly...
Oh, yeah. There were kids from India messaging me like, why you fucking with Geordie Jackson? Like, little kids from India, like, why you fucking with Geordie Jackson? Like, who the fuck are you, little
I remember
kid?
That, and then that's where, I think that's where the transition happened. You were like, fuck. Like, you've got, your fans are loyal. Like, your fans are...
Yeah, I think I gained respect for you
and
from them.
And I must have just laughed at it or something.
Because I was like, who the fuck is this guy? That I'm not kidding. Kids, I don't know, kids. 16, 17, 18-year-old kids from weird Bangladeshi countries that fucking don't even have a proper cell phone. Like, I look at their Instagram page, it looks like it's from 1970. Like 1970s.
I get messages all the time like, when are you coming to Indonesia? And I'm like,
when are you paying?
I've got no plans to come to Indonesia.
When are you paying for my family to come to Indonesia? You know, like if someone paid for your family to come, would you go do a job out there?
Well, I'll just go myself and come back.
Right.
Like, I don't live with my kids.
Do you get offers to travel for escorting?
Yeah, but I don't really... Escorting's a totally different game. Totally different.
How is it? Nah, we're not done now. We're talking about escorting a little bit.
Well, that's something I don't want to do. I give it a try at the beginning because people are like, there's good money in it. But mate, these guys see porn. They see what's took. They see a 10-minute video what's took 4 hours to make, and they think what they're watching is what they're gonna get. And I'm like, it's impossible for me to do that to you physically.
Right.
What you've watched, I cannot do that to you because one, I need that stuff, and I can't be telling them this shit. So I was just like, nah, fuck this shit.
Fuck, I didn't even think of that. That's so true.
So I just give up on that. I was like, no chance.
Okay. I think I can do it. I think I can. I'd like to think I can.
Plus, there's the legal side of things and that as well.
Yeah, but like, they're paying for your time, and then whatever happens after that happens, it's between you and them, you know? Like, there's loopholes for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, but...
Not me, though. You need to...
I don't know. For me, personally, I think I'd be... If I could do it in front of a camera, I don't see why I can't do it,
You've got to deal with that guy's personality. You don't know who you're meeting.
Yeah, but if he fucks with me, I'll fucking rear naked choke him and then leave.
Yeah.
You know, I could take care of myself.
That's what I mean. It's just you get crazy fans. Like when I used to get messages and they'd be like, right, okay, I'll offer you this much money, and I'll be like, right, okay. And then by the end of the conversation, I might block.
Really?
Because they're fucking so fucked. Some of them, not everybody. This
Not
is like
everyone.
a small fraction of
Let's say 10% out of 100 people, you have 10 fucking idiots, I guess.
Yeah. Most of my fans, they already know the game. They're the ones that like the porn fans have been porn fans forever, and they know the game. They know you're an
They
actor.
know it's an actor.
They know
Right.
they're the best ones, and they're like when I get comments say you're the best actor, I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, because you know the game.
Okay.
Not these people. Some people. One guy totally thinks everything is real.
Or
so the
wants
dialogue,
to,
for example.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, he thinks it's
I
just...
had to block him, me. But he was also a flat earther.
Okay, that explains a lot, bro. But honestly, it's possible that the Earth is flat. It's possible.
They were going to go on for another hour if we get into that. But,
Yo,
so
you've
where's
heard,
the edge?
you've heard Eddie Bravo?
Oh man, fuck Eddie
You've
Bravo.
heard of Eddie Bravo?
Yeah, of course I have, but
Did you hear Alex Jones say he would pay for Eddie Bravo to go to the edge of the world and make the documentary? Like, he would pay for the whole fucking
Why has it
thing?
never been done? Because there isn't an edge of the
There's no
world.
fucking edge of the world. People really believe this stuff, though. I
There
was
is people
told
out there.
I was told to get into it because the science makes sense. But after I spend 30 seconds of trying to get into it, I feel like I'm becoming dumber.
Yeah.
So I can't. It's.
I just don't get, right, why would if the Earth was flat, then the Earth is flat, right?
Yeah.
There's no, there's no corruptness in that. There's nothing going on to make...
Why would they want us? Why would they
Would it
make
matter?
that
What
up?
would it matter if it's round or if it's flat?
Yeah, that's a very good argument. Like, why would they?
The person who come up with this, what was the meaning in keeping it flat?
It's a brilliant troll. Listen, whoever came up with it, if they're trolling, it was brilliant.
Well, it must have been obviously must have been on for fucking time, but people would have always thought that. But what would be the need in any government or any secret whatever to keep that a secret? If the world was flat, the world was fucking flat.
To be fair, we wouldn't know.
It's
Though,
not
that's
like
the thing.
it's not like the let's say the 9/11 conspiracy, for example. There's all sorts of reasons to keep that quiet. But what reason is to keep the flat Earth quiet? There isn't any reason.
It's so stupid. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life. Flat Earth. Like, are we really back in the 1400s?
But even Rogan one, when Andy Bravo goes on about that, it's just like...
No, it's one of the most ridiculous things.
But Eddie Bravo's next level conspiracy.
He's too much, though. He's one of those too much guys.
I can't listen to him, man.
No, he's too much. He's fun to listen to.
He's
like
talking
with,
about jiu-jitsu and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, no, but back when Rogan and him would argue about this shit, it was fun. But like, enough's enough, man. Like, I don't even know how he lives like that. Like, questioning everything. Like, is the letter A really the letter A, Eddie Bravo? Eddie, really, like, I want to meet him because I would love to train in 10th Planet.
All I'm going to say is, look into it.
Yeah.
Just look into it. Yeah, but we have.
You know, I'm on a medication right now. I'm never allowed to do contact sports ever again.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm never allowed to train, never allowed to roll, never allowed to spar, never allowed to... Any contact sport I'm never allowed to do
So
again.
the gym will be out the window then.
I think I could do the gym.
Yeah, if you keep it nice and light.
No, no, just because, like, the medication that they're giving me, it lowers my immune system.
Right.
So, like, if I get, like, a cut or someone scratches me or something, I can get MRSA or staph really easily.
Right.
And then I'm fucked.
Okay.
You know, so I can train. I just, I can't fight anymore. And that hurts, man.
Yeah.
That hurts. That feeling when you win. There's no orgasm or drug in the world that compares to that
beforehand is horrific.
The thing is, I only fight in Thailand, really.
Yeah.
And you only find out who you're fighting that night. Like, I only find out who I'm fighting when I show up. So it's like, And you can't judge. I've learned this now. You can't judge based on what someone looks like, how they're gonna fight at all. Cause I've got fucked up by dudes that I was like, yo, I'm gonna fuck this punk up, and then I beat the fuck out of people that were like, yo, this guy's gonna kill me, you know. So like, that's I don't like knowing who I'm gonna fight. I just don't like it. I like just I'll get in the ring. Let's just dance. Let's play. You know.
See, once I get in, my nerves are fucking horrible.
Really?
Beforehand, I'm suffer really bad with it. Ring anxiety and stuff like that.
Oh yeah? I get excited, bro.
I'm all excited up until about
10-15 minutes.
No, probably about 4 hours before, maybe once I get to the venue.
Okay.
And
see, I'm having a few drinks. I was fighting as a fat gypsy. I was a gypsy fighter, so I'm having a few drinks before I go. I'm smoking a spliff, having some drinks.
I've smoked split before, almost every fight.
Oh yeah? You find it helps?
Yeah.
Yeah?
100%, yeah. I'll have it, make sure don't have one until like at least a good hour.
Before?
So if
you're fighting at 8, you'll have 7 kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's sort of wear
off. Sativa, obviously.
Yeah.
You're not smoking indica before, right?
Anyway.
Oh, really?
No.
Even to sleep, nothing?
I mean...
We have to talk about weed withdrawals. That shit's real.
That shit is real.
Talk about it.
So I'm 22 days off it now.
What's that like?
It's terrible.
Is it? After 22 days, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, I need a hoodie because I'm kind of cold. But do you find your mind is working better? No?
No. This is what I'm waiting to get. This mind is supposed to be better and clearer.
I don't know. I think after a month, if it didn't get better yet, I don't know when it will.
My energy levels are lower.
Lower?
Yeah, my mindset just isn't there anymore. After the first week was terrible.
And why did you quit again? I forget.
Money.
Oh right, you're stupid smoker. You smoke crazy though. Yeah. You smoke so much that it's like blasphemous because it's a waste of weed. You're smoking yourself fucking sober.
Oh well, on New Year's Eve, yeah. So I decided to make the decision. I was stopping. Obviously, I've got a fight coming up as well, so I thought let's see how.
Does your girl stop too then?
Yeah, she stopped. Yeah. So, well, she started through me anyway.
Okay.
So because she didn't smoke it at first, and then because I smoked it that much, I thought I'd have a little bit, and then her tolerance grew to my tolerance.
Okay.
And then we were fucking going through like an ounce every 5 days.
And how much is an ounce here? 250?
Or 200.
That's like 350 Canadian dollars for an ounce, man. That's fucking.
But the first week was literally no sleep.
And hold on, so 200. If you're buying an ounce of 200, is that quads? Is that like triple quads, like AAA, quadruple A, like the best quality, like top?
Could be standard. If you want to get the Cali stuff, you could be paying up to 300 for that. 250 to 300 for Cali import stuff.
Okay. So you get off weed. What's the first week like?
Horrible. So the sweats.
All the time or at night or?
My hands will be sweaty all day. I just feel like clammy, like.
Okay.
And then at night, hot and cold sweats in bed, and I'm not sleeping. My appetite.
Zero sleep. Will you take a diazepam or something?
I was taking Valiums, yeah.
Was that helping?
It was helping to sleep, yeah, but now.
Do you drink?
No. But now, my sleep is totally back. My appetite's totally back. I found myself, I'm having these crazy dreams at the minute.
Yeah, I heard when you quit weed, the dreams are fucking nuts.
Yeah, I could fall asleep and have a nap now and have a fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, do you like it?
And I'll remember every single bit of it.
Do you like it? Are they like lucid?
I can't get up. I can't wake up anymore. And my alarm goes off and I'm not just like, whoa, awake anymore. It's like, I could just sleep. Now, it seems, because it suppresses your REM sleep, doesn't it?
Right.
So I think now it's sort of, you've backed up. This is what I heard of Joe Rogan anyway. You back up all of this sort of, it blocks your REM sleep, so it builds up.
Yeah.
Right? And then when it starts to come back, it hits you like, floods back into your brain. I'm struggling. Now I'm at the stage where my appetite's back and my sleep is just, I could go to sleep now. Do you know what I mean? And I had a 4 night sleep last night, whereas when I was a weed smoker, I could function at 5 hours.
Usually people think it's the other way around. Like, if you smoke weed, you're always tired.
Yeah. Oh no, it got me up and I went to the gym and I've done everything when I was smoking weed. It was like water.
Are you gonna go back?
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah.
You will smoke a spliff again?
100%.
When?
I don't know. We'll see how long I can go, but as it stands, I just want to see. I want to get into this mindset, this off the weed mindset. I want to see where I can be, feel like.
How long do you think you'll try? Like
Some people are saying
2-3 months, you think?
I was thinking 2-3 months, yeah.
I think that's when you for sure it's out of your system and you're back.
Yeah.
You know, because
hopefully if I can get to that point, then if I start smoking weed again, then I'll just keep it.
You should keep your tolerance fucking low, bro.
So maybe only.
Right now, if you smoked a spliff, you'd go to fucking Jupiter.
Well, even
after 22 days, yo, if you smoked a proper spliff right now, you'd go to fucking Jupiter of the real good shit. Like, especially in Canada, where you're buying distillates that are 93% THC.
When I was getting stuff in LA and San Francisco and that.
40% out there.
Oh, is it?
40% THC the weed out there, bro. It's mental. It's fucking.
And what's it like in Canada? It's federally legal in Canada, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's completely recreational, illegal. You can go in, buy it anywhere.
Like the whole country.
Whole country, yeah, everything completely legal. They take the piss though. They fucking take the piss. Like an eighth, they're charging like 60 Canadian dollars for an eighth, which is like 35, 40 pound. You know, but like I'm paying, if I call a dealer, I'm paying 20 for an eighth, and that's like 8 pounds.
Can you not buy it in bulk in large?
Not from the government.
I mean from the black market.
Yeah, you can, for sure. But I'm not gonna spend. First of all, I like switching strains.
Yeah.
I don't like having even an ounce of one strain. I'm not into it. I'd rather get a 7 of this, a 7 of that, a 7 of that. So I'm always switching around, you know? Because once I get I build a tolerance really easily to a strain, and then I'm just smoking, and it's just like, I need to switch. So I'd rather not buy bulk. But so for anybody out there that says that weed doesn't create physical dependency, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because even for me, like, I can't sleep if I don't smoke weed, man.
Fucked. People say it's not addictive.
It's very addictive.
Yeah.
Well, not very. If you compare it to heroin, it's not that bad, obviously, but...
Like, you could go without it, but you just, like, your body just feels lost without it.
And your mind.
Yeah.
My mind feels lost without it, man.
It's fucked. Sometimes you don't know what to do. Like, I could be going to sleep and I'm like, right, I'm tired. I've been out all day. I've been working. Like, my body's tired, but my head's saying, nah, you're not done yet. You've got something to do before you actually go to sleep.
Now, smoking weed, did it affect the porn shit? Like, would you smoke before you act?
Yeah. I used to just get eye drops, fucking get some clear eye, and so I didn't look.
Okay, but, like, you don't find yourself, like, overthinking when you smoke weed? That, like,
no.
See it, like... I feel like I could do this shit if I'm sober. If I smoke weed, there's no way I could do gay porn because I'll be too in my head. Like, really?
Yeah, I'd have one before scene.
Maybe. I don't even know.
Maybe that's what made me not think about what I was doing. Maybe like, so high.
I would definitely probably get into crystal meth if I was getting hard into porn, because that shit makes me fuck like a god, and I don't give a fuck if it's a guy or a girl or a donkey or a snake. Like, I don't give a fuck, dude. That shit makes me want to fuck anything. Like, I'll find a hole in the wall and try and fuck it, yo. Like, and I've only tried it once, but like, that shit made me wanna, like, it was in Thailand and I smoked it with a friend of mine, and so we smoke it because we were looking for coke. We're looking for coke, and the drug dealers are the lady boys in Thailand, right? So we're going from ladyboy to fucking ladyboy all over northern Thailand. You have coke? No, we don't have coke. We don't have coke. Finally, we're like, okay, we're gonna give up. We're gonna try that ladyboy, last ladyboy. We're gonna try. So go up to her, like, no, but I have yaba, which is like it's like crystal meth in Southeast Asia.
Mm-hmm.
And so me and my friend look at each other. We're like, what the fuck is yaba, you know? She's like, yeah, crystal meth. I look at him, I'm like, have you ever tried that shit? He's like, no. I'm like, I never tried it either. Let's get some. Let's fucking try it. Why not, you know? Let's try it. So anyways, I roll a fat spliff and I put the fucking shit in a spliff. And I take one toke and I pass it to him. And then, because we're supposed to get high together and see how it is, right?
Yeah.
And then he takes one toke, and then his girlfriend comes in, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I'm smoking crystal meth with Mikey. She's like, Mikey, you have a fucking bad influence on my we're getting the fuck out of it. Mikey, you and your fucking drugs. And so she just took him away. And then I was sitting there high on crystal meth on my own in Thailand in my hotel, like, what am I gonna do? You know, like, I'm stressed, my mouth is dry, so I go for a walk to the 7-Eleven because I need water. On my way back, this was one of my stand-up comedy bits, but I'm gonna tell it anyway. It's my old bit, so it's fine. So, and I'm not gonna make it that funny, I'm just gonna tell you the story. But, so anyways, I'm walking to the 7-Eleven, I get the water, I feel my eyes all weird and fucked up, like I feel fucked up, and I just don't know how I'm feeling. I've never felt anything like this before. So I'm walking back to my hotel, and this girl comes to me. She's just little because she's a little Asian girl, but she's like, I don't know, 25, whatever, but she's tiny. This tiny thing comes up to me. She's like, you want a date? And I was like, no, fuck off. I don't pay for sex. I didn't say fuck off, that's rude. I would be like, no, thank you. You know, I don't pay for sex, but thank you very much. She's like, no. Very, very good. Very, very good. And I was like, listen, it has nothing to do with you. Just morally, I don't want to pay for sex. Like, I did it once. I paid for sex in Amsterdam once. It was cool, but I felt stupid after for paying for sex. Like, I just don't want to do it because
That's the one time I've done it as well, Amsterdam.
Yeah? That's the place to do it if you're gonna
waste of money, I thought.
Well, I had a good time, but after I came, I was like, that was dumb. I could have just gone somewhere and found a girl to fuck. Why did I pay for it? But I was 18, whatever. So anyways, fucking, she looks at me and she's like, just take the date. Like, I'll fuck you for 200 baht. Or what was it? Yeah, it's 200 baht. That's like $5. £5. And I'm like, no, I don't pay for sex. It's not about the money. Alright? You could charge me 4 cents. I'm gonna say no. Please just leave me alone. And I'm high on crystal meth, so I'm like getting real stressed, you know? And she's like, I suck dick very good. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Just leave me alone. And she's pestering me, this fucking Thai lady. So anyways, she's like, listen, I'll suck your dick. If you don't like it, you don't pay. And bro, my dad's a Jew, so I have